Well, hello, folks. Pastor Rocky, hope you're doing great today. Well, today is Thanksgiving, and of course, on the calendar, I hope you give thanks every day because God's been so good to us. You know, when you think about that, and of course, I do think about that quite a bit. The chair, for example, I'm sitting in is a blessing. The bed that I lay down in is a blessing. The car or the truck that I drive is a blessing. Every day, strangely as it sounds, I give God thanks for the simplest of stuff. Now, I know that that's kind of maybe a little bit different than a lot of folks, and I'm not trying to be different at all. I'm just being reminded of what God has done for me. I want you to do the same. What has God really done for you? You know, the Bible reminds us in the book of Hebrews that there is appointed time for us, and you and me. And the Bible says in the book of Job, our steps, our days are numbered. So when I begin to think about those things, I begin to think about, how much time do I have? What's going to happen in my life? What am I going to do? How am I going to live? I ran into some folks yesterday that were, past me in age. I'm 65, and they were past me by, quite a few years. And they were talking about their life, and they were talking about what they had done. And I asked the question, well, what have you done for the Lord? And they looked at me like, what do you mean? I mean, we're living. Well, I understand that part, but when you're living for the Lord and you're putting Him first, it requires some great attention. As I have this card here, James 4:14 says, life is like a vapor. It's here for a moment or two, then it's gone away. In 44 years of preaching, I can't tell you how many funerals I've had in that length of time, a whole bunch. And many times I've reminded the people that your life is just like that, just like a vapor. It's here and then it's gone. Even though you live a long time. I think the oldest person that I ever buried was 103, and that was Miss Peterson in Florida. And then, of course, the youngest was just a newborn baby. So you got everybody in between. But the thing that's important is to be thankful for what God has done for you. Now, I can tell you right now, we're on day 63, and I'm a tired young man. Well, let me back up. I'm not young. I'm a tired fella. But yet, God gives the increase, and we're going to keep on going. As I mentioned at the close of day 62 yesterday, I answered the question. Somebody said, what are you going to be doing tomorrow, preacher? The same thing I've been doing for 62 days. If I live later on today, 63 days, I'll be in that grocery line. I'll be in that breakfast line. I'll be feeding breakfast. I'll be dumping biscuits and gravy on the plate, and we'll be pressing on. And then tomorrow night, we'll have turkey. Oh, what a time. 6 o'clock tomorrow night. 8 o'clock breakfast in the morning. God has an appointed time for you, and He has one for me. And what we do with that is the important part. Make sure, listen to me carefully, make sure that you don't waste your time. Make sure of that. Because if you do that, God will bless you for it. God bless you. We love you. See you soon.